Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both defenses will have to be on the watch for a pair of tight ends looking to find seams in the secondary. It's Select's Eagles going up against Winton's Cowboys. Now we'll go down to Lincoln Financial Field for this matchup.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Two NFC East teams about to go at it as we join you from Lincoln Financial Field.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Bill Sims. It always gets ratcheted up, the intensity that is, when you got a divisional matchup at your hands like we do today.
There's no doubt about that, Jim. When you play a division opponent the second time around, you know, there's an animosity that grows from the first game. Which coaching staff can come up with a different scheme in a different way of attacking the opponent is the one that's going to have the best chance to win here today.
So that means Dwayne Harris will be back for the opening kick. And Alex Henry looks ready to get this one underway. And as he takes a knee, Romo will now bring his offense onto the field.
And here's the Cowboys quarterback out of Eastern Illinois, Tony Romo.
Well, I'm kind of sick of hearing about, oh, well, how will Tony Romo do in the playoffs? You know, let's don't worry about the playoffs. What he's doing now is a lot of good stuff. This guy can throw with anybody in the NFL.
First down at the 20. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete. As we check now, this offensive unit getting it done for over a decade. Certainly a future Hall of Famer is tight end Jason Witten.
Well, we hear it all the time from the Cowboys offensive staff. They say everybody underestimates how fast he is, how physical he is. And, of course, that's got to be true. How else would he be so good over 10 years?
Tony Romo will take it right from the center.
2nd and 10.
Bryant's got it. First down.
The Cowboys, a lot of people like to throw screens and run draws. No, they look deep down the field. It's not there. They throw it short. They pick up some good yards. Now they can do what they want on third, run or pass.
Offense still looking for a first after that completion on 2nd down.
The Cowboys come out in a jumbo set.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on 3rd down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on 3rd down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
The Cowboys will cover this up as their defense comes out now. Here is the Eagles quarterback, who was just incredible the second half of the season a year ago. Once he became the starter, 27 touchdowns matched against only 2 interceptions. Nick Foles. And Matthews is going to get set in the slot for this snap. He'll throw it over the middle.
Brent Selleck makes the catch, and that's a gain of 9.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
That's 2nd down coming up.
The Eagles approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. Picks up 8 here. That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, Jim, you're right. I'm going to give the offense a little credit here, but, you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense is going to have to put some weights in their pockets. You got to hang in there and make the tackle.
First down here after the run. Offense lines up here. left side. Out to Cooper. Eagles in the end zone.
Well, Jim, it's almost in 5 receivers. They have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catch.
Cooper's going to watch now as his defense gets ready to come into the game. He just put up over 50 yards receiving, helping his team go down the field for the score. Alex Henry ready for the kickoff. Stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. They face first down. Harris in the slot. Let's go. Romo's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Going deep. Very nearly intercepted. This defensive lineup today hopes to apply a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and that means it must have a big game from Trent Cole.
Yes, Jim, when you talk about the Eagles defense, they struggled in 2013. You need speed, and you got to pressure the quarterback, and that's what Trent Cole has to do. He's a pretty good outside force.
Murray's lined up in a single back formation. Second down and 10. Dez Bryant with the catch.
That's a good job by the quarterback, recognizing it's man-to-man defense. And when you see that, just watch the receiver, lead him to the open space. Nice completion.
Tony Romo will take it right from the center. Staying with the passing game on first down. And he's forced to the ground.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. The Cowboys from the 22. And no one is going to catch this one as it goes out of bounds.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's third and long, and you're losing the football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
The pass play fails to work, and now it's third down. Offense lines up here. From the gun, Romo. Bryant's got it, and a first. Flag is out. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Boy, his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Romo stepping back into the shotgun. No one in sight. Has the grab. And Bryant is stopped right there. The Cowboys have done a fantastic job here of getting the football to one of their key targets. Bryant's been a favorite target, Phil.
He has. And listen, when you have that kind of talent on the outside, you got a quarterback that can put it on the money. The offensive line, they're having an outstanding day, too. It adds up to a lot of receiving yards.
First down following the long play. Hand off by Romo. They bring him to the turf.
Results there. He was guessing run inside the red zone. That's what he's got, and they were ready for it, and they gave up very little yardage.
Second and goal from the 4. Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
There's no doubt about it. When you score like that to tie up the game, it shifts momentum. And it's all up now to the offense of the other team to get back out there and get the momentum back on their side.
Count it. Got a tie game now. Getting set to kick it off. The score's 7-7. The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff. It's Boykin with the return. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. First down here. Getting away from the pressure. And sailing out of bounds. Foles is the one who is down and will step aside for just a moment. And now they'll try over again on second down. Selleck's shifted from tight end to a receiver in the slot. Scrambling out of the pocket. Jeremy Maclin makes the grab.
This league now, you got to keep these wide receivers and quarterbacks guessing. You just can't come out there and play man-to-man every play and think that's going to work. You got to mix in some zones, some blitzes, and then occasionally go man-to-man coverage.
First down here. They're going back up top. Gets away from the pressure. Sanchez with the deep throw. Hauls it in. Got what he wanted. Touchdown.
What a nice job by the receiver. There's the long throw down the field. He runs, he looks it in, makes the catch, and scores.
Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I just spoke with an Eagles official. Nick Foles' injury isn't anything to worry about at this point. He just needs a little more time on the bench to recover, and then he should be right back out there. Back to you.
The Eagles kicking team comes out now as the offense takes a break, and they deserve one after going down the field, mainly through the air with over 70 yards passing. Was made.
It'll be interesting to see after that fumble by the kick return team. Will we still have the same returner when they come back out in the field? I don't think so. That was a big mistake. I think they need a replacement.
They come to the line, and it's first down. Split backfield here. Tony Romo is going to take it from the shotgun. Easy catch there. No one near him. The Cowboys have tried to lean on the passing attack so far. Bryant's been a menace out there in the secondary with huge first-half totals.
He does have a lot of talent. That's why they try to get the football to him. But the play design by the offensive coordinator, outstanding. That's why we're seeing such a big game from the wide receiver.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Split backfield here. Romo standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Makes the catch in open space.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. The Cowboys take it from the 43. He's in the clear. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, that score ties the game up. Now on the defensive side, you got to come out there and take advantage of this feeling you got going now and get the football back for your offense.
The Cowboys now will tack on the extra point. It's good. Romo's going to have a tough time upstaging what he did on that scoring drive, passing for over 80 yards against a defense that had no answers for him. Johnson's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. First down coming up. And Matthews is a receiver in the slot. LaShawn McCoy takes the handoff. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2. Taking a look at this offensive unit. Riley Cooper has become a big-time option now in this offense.
Yeah, Riley Cooper showed everybody he could play the outside receiver position, and if you need him, he can come in inside and play the slot. That's what you want. You want versatile players so you can create more opportunities for everybody on the offensive side.
Second down coming up. Plenty of defensive backs out of the boot. Cooper is going to pull in the bullet pass.
Bowles is able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making him throw.
First down, offense readying for the snap. The Eagles come out in a 2 tight end set. Bowles is taking off. Out to the left. Got the completion. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
You talking about frustrating for a defense. You blitz the quarterback. You got a 3-runner going right at him. He breaks the pocket, gets outside, and still makes a big play down the field.
Bowles takes a look now from under center. Running away from the pressure. Looking long. Carr nearly came away with the pick.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Second down here. Good drop back. Bowles now on the move. Out to Cooper. Good piece of tackling.
Bowles is able to get outside the pocket that time. They force him out. He moves it nice and smooth, doesn't hurry himself, and he completes the pass.
It's first down as they head to the line. This play set up by the long gainer. McCoy is going to secure the handoff. Gains 5.
Well, when you get in the red zone, I think it's always a good idea to give the football to LaShawn McCoy. That was a nice, solid run that time.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. first and goal. Right back to him one more time. That brings the play to an end.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
This will be second down. Quarters formation here for the defense. He'll get it again. That's a touchdown. Able to take it across from just a couple of yards out.
Good job that time by the offense, scoring that touchdown and putting them ahead. And when you get ahead in a football game, the National Football League, it makes you relax and you play better.
The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. Catches it at the 6 and begins the return. He's brought to a halt. The Cowboys are set now for their next possession. From the gun, Romo to Williams. That's an interception. Shakes past the defender. He's brought down.
Give a lot of credit to the defense this time. They got the offense backed up. It's inside its own 20. They're aggressive, and being aggressive gives them a chance to get the interception, and they make it. Nice play.
McCoy's lined up as the single back. Here's Ertz. Picks up about 5.
Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a first down.
So they complete that one, yet it's still second down. 2 tight ends on the field here. Midway second quarter. And he's taken down.
Well, good job that time by the defense. They catch the offense off guard, and they send more guys than the offensive line can block. When you're outnumbered, it's up to the quarterback to get rid of the football. He does it, and he takes the sack.
It's a 2 tight end formation. Third and a long way to go. Ball's picked off. That'll stop the play right there.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Murray lined up in the backfield. Romo's going to take it from the gun.
Makes the catch in the open field.
And Williams is taken down at the 40.
And you look now at what's been happening here in the first half. And while they're trailing, the passing attack has been effective here, Phil.
It's been very effective, Jim. When you watch this game, listen, this coach likes to be aggressive in the pass game, and his players have rewarded him. The offensive line, they are protecting well, and the quarterback, when they're open, he is putting that football right on the money.
It's intercepted. Tackles made.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
And Matthews is lined up in the slot. McCoy's handed the football. He's taken down at the 30.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Offense lines up here.
McCoy's going to take the handoff now.
The ball is out. Foles is there that time for the tackle. Hey, the offense has a chance to do something with this drive. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. In the promised land. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, here we are. It's a tie game now. We'll see how the teams react to it. Will it be positive or negative?
The flag is out as the play continues.
Running into the kicker. Defense.
The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up. Cowboys will be kicking off. Johnson's running this one out. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Eagles bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. Foles takes a look now from under center. First down at the 18. Throws to the right. Intercepted. In on the stop.
When you get an opportunity like this, you want to take advantage of it. The defense did. The opportunity was there. They get a chance to intercept the football. They do. Now, can their offense take advantage of this situation?
First and 10. Could have been intercepted. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. Second down now. Split backfield here.
Get ready.
Romo's back in shotgun formation. Wide open. Touchdown.
Good job on that touchdown. That puts them ahead. And it's always, of course, better to be ahead than behind.
The Cowboys with the PAT to come. Inside of the uprights. The Cowboys have their defense to thank for those points. That interception setting up the score that the offense was able to finish off. Johnson's going to test the coverage this time. And he's met head on right there at the 20. The Eagles offense now coming out. McCoy lines up in the backfield.
First down and 10.
Takes off with it.
Wants to go deep.
Pass is intercepted.
And he's brought to the ground.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Let's go.
Now first and 10.
Interception.
He stacked up at that point.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
First down on the way. McCoy is lined up directly behind the quarterback here. Out of the pocket.
Brent Selleck makes the catch.
Johnson's there to take him down. The Eagles trail right now, but the passing game has been strong. Foles has been dropping back and finding targets so far.
Yeah, you're saying it right. They are behind, but it's not the fault of the offense. The offensive line giving this quarterback protection, and when you give him time, he's one of the best in the NFL.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Looking to go up top again on first down. Fights off the hit. Did not get both feet down.
Nice job by the defensive backs. The quarterback buys the extra time. He gets outside of the pocket, but look at them. They stay right with the pass receivers. Nobody gets open. Quarterback has to throw it away.
Second and 10. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Can they overcome the sack? Third down on the way.
Johnson's lined up now as a slot receiver.
He's scrambling now. Looking to go deep. A near interception that time by Scandrick.
The Eagles call a timeout and are left now with only one.
That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. They bring back out the offense to go for it.
LaShawn McCoy is in the backfield.
Failed to pick up the first down, and they'll give the ball back to the other side.
Quarterback's got to know when it's inside of 2 minutes and that clock is moving, you want to get the football down the field and out of bounds. Holds on to the football too long, gets the sack, and that just kills the time management.
Murray's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback.
First and 10.
To Williams. Williams had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
Williams is going to go back to the huddle and look at all of his teammates and go, my bad. Well, they know it's your bad. Everybody, even the offensive linemen, they saw you were open and you dropped the pass that was right to you. But, hey, that's the way it goes. You know, you got to keep your confidence up. I think he will. And a takeaway.
Running room.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
They face first down. The defense comes out in the dime.
Launches it down the field, but they can't connect.
That was a nice job by the defense. Being alert for the downfield throw, the defensive back in good position results in an incompletion.
Coming up, second down.
Let's go.
Airing it out. Almost intercepted.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
We're back, and the offense is ready to roll after the timeout. It's third down coming up. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The defense gets the sack. That does it for the first half. Eagles trail in this one.
Bailey ready now to get the second half started. Johnson can't resist. He'll test the coverage. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
First down here. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Fights through contact.
That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
Bowles was just able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
It's now second down. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Just a quick drop back. Makes the catch.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Foles takes a look now from under center.
Back to the air here on first down. He's looking to the right, and he's intercepted. Nice tackle.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. The defense gets a sack.
My gosh, you're talking about getting overpowered. I guess they were expecting a speed move. The right guard and right tackle are both fooled. They get run over and they give up a sack.
Throwing now to his left. Intercepted. Ball's loose. Recovery by the offense. And Bryant is stopped right there.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You've got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
First down here after the completion. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
Romo's dropping back to pass once again. Bryant's had a very good game today at the wideout position, Phil.
Wow, you're a tough judger, Jim. I'd say it's a fantastic, maybe even a great day from the wideout position.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Offense lines up here. Looking across the middle. Williams, they bring him to the turf.
They are winning at the moment, and they can thank the play of their quarterback.
How about that? Even the fans are going to be happy with the way he played today. They're not going to be able to write anything bad about him because everything he did was top-notch. Decisions, throws, movement in the pocket. What a great day.
The Cowboys will take the snap from the 40.
Gary Williams has the pick. Going to take it the distance. He's at the 50, the 40. It's wide open. The 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
Well, the quarterback was under pressure. He could not see the defender. The defender in the right spot makes the catch and takes it back for a touchdown.
The Eagles have erased the deficit and can tie it right here. Makes the PAT. Now ready to kick it off as we have a tie game here. Scores 28-28.
Alex Henry ready for the kickoff.
And here's Harris. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
getting ready now to start their drive. Offense lines up here.
Romo's got it in the gun to Williams.
Lays out and makes the play.
The post route deep down the field, going towards the goalpost. It's not called enough in this league. Nice throw by the quarterback.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Split backfield here.
Romo stepping back into the shotgun. Has the reception all alone.
And he's going to be tackled right around the 37.
The Cowboys continue to pass the football. And when they have, they've looked in one familiar direction. Bryant's been involved in so many of them, Phil.
Jim, you're right. He knows how to get open. He's one of the best in the NFL. He's got a great pair of hands, and what a day he is having so far.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Ball's on the ground.
And the defense has it.
The tackle was made.
That's what you call a takeaway. The defense just makes such a hard hit that they take the football away from the offense and they recover the fumble.
We have a review coming from the booth.
Was the knee down, Phil, or was it a fumble first?
I think what we need to do here, let's stop it when the knee hits the ground. And once we stop it, let's look at the football. Does he have possession of it completely at that time? If he does, then it's going to be down. The runner will be down before the fumble occurs.
After reviewing the play, the movement on the field stands.
So they took a second look, but the play on the field will stand.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Double tight end formation.
Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
That is so tough to do, to be that close to these receivers and able to knock the pass down without getting a penalty. Good job.
Second down following that incompletion.
Foles takes a look now from under center. Scrambling now. No one's going to get him now.
The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, all the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
How about this get? A wide open receiver down the field. The quarterback, good job of finding. He throws it down there and he gets the easy touchdown.
Extra point is good. Foles is going to have a tough time upstaging what he did on that scoring drive. Passing for more than 80 yards against a defense that had no answers for him. He'll take it from the 10. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
First down here.
He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete.
That leads us to second down.
Let's go.
To Williams. That ball has been picked off. Taking off. It's a touchdown.
Well, I really have no complaints. Sometimes you're going to throw interceptions, but my complaint is the offensive players. Nobody hustling, nobody there to make the tackle, and they return it all the way for a touchdown.
Henry ready for the kickoff.
Harris is going to start his return. It's out past the 30, brought down near the 35.
first down.
Tony Romo is going to take it from the shotgun. Complete to Williams.
Tackle down right around the 47.
Williams been option 1, 2, and 3 on offense today, Phil, as he just keeps piling up receptions at the wideout position.
Jim, he just has that special skill. He knows how to get open, and the quarterback is putting the football on the money.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Bryant's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Romo's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Unstoppable.
The 20. Good piece of tackling. Seeing these stats, Bill, you really look at them and have to go, wow, because both teams are just playing so well on the offensive side of the ball.
I know that's what the fans are doing. They love these type of games. High scoring, lot of action. They're having a good time. I know this. The defense, it's the other way around. They are having an awful time.
And he's thrown to the ground.
Really good job by the defensive coordinator. Good time to call that blitz. Catches the offense by surprise, and they just outnumber him, and they get to the quarterback, and they take him down.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Touchdown. That'll close the gap. And again, another score on that drive, and we see a receiver closing in on the single game mark for touchdowns.
There's just no record that's safe. It's unbelievable. It seems like about every other week you and I are talking about another record that could be broken. And there's a chance here today, the way they're throwing the football, the way he is getting open, there's a chance he could break the record.
The point after try is in the books. The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff.
And Brandon Boykin will field this kickoff.
That brings the play to an end.
Eagles break huddle and start their drive, this time from the 38.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Well, that was an aggressive play by the defense. That's risk-reward. The reward, of course, is sacking the quarterback like they did. Well, the risk is if you don't get there, you could give up a big play.
Brent Selleck makes the catch.
Great situation to be in for the defense right here. It's 3rd and long, and even though their team is losing the game, you can get after the quarterback and hope you can find a way to force a turnover.
Macklin's in the slot. 3rd and forever. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
The coach is going to go for it. Offense lines up here.
The Eagles take it from the 33. This is going to set up a change of possession.
Well, the right side, Jim, the right tackle and the right guard. They look confused. They don't know what to do, so they just get run over, and the quarterback falls down.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. No one in sight. Has the grab.
Looking at the stats now, you see 2 wide receivers who have filled the role of being a #1 option today.
Yeah, you always want one wide receiver to step up for your football team and focus on him and see if he can get it done. But I'll tell you this, in the NFL now, you need 3 good wide receivers. receivers on every single team.
You knew this was going to happen, and the coach disagrees with the call on the field.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So he challenged the play, and the coach's challenge does not pay off.
Well, I agree with the head coach still. I would have made this challenge because it was so important to the outcome of the game, and it was a little bit of a gamble, but it was worth it.
Romo has everybody split out wide for this snap.
First and goal.
End zone bound, and he's got the touchdown. And again with that touchdown on their latest drive, we have a quarterback zeroing in on the single game pass touchdown record.
Wow, I like his chances of getting it, don't you? The way they are playing on the offensive side, the way they're calling plays, and the way the quarterback is just throwing the football pinpoint, accurate, any type of pass you need, he comes up with it. This is fun to watch.
Stays on his feet, and he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Eagles come to the line, starting this drive at the 28.
One more snap, and that'll end the quarter. First and 10. Brent Selleck makes the catch.
And that's Selby in on the stop. The Eagles will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down.
First down here after the completion.
McCoy lines up in the backfield.
Foles, handoff, running room, spins out of the tackle.
McCoy's able to move the chains with that carry.
Well, Sean McCoy is just one crafty dude. He knows how to avoid tackles and pick up extra yards. Good job.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
Macklin's a receiver in the slot. Gets the handle here. Keeps his legs moving. McCoy taken down.
Anytime you picked up a couple first downs, here's what happens. The defense starts to doubt what they're doing, but maybe more importantly, it gets those big boys over there tired.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Three-step drop, and he takes off. Looking to the right side and throwing. And here's the pass incomplete. And here we have second down. Nickel formation for the defense here. Dropping back three.
The mark here as this throw heads out of bounds.
Pass incomplete. Number 14, the intended receiver on the play.
Now looking at third down.
Foles takes a look now from under center.
Quick drop back.
Now on the move. Makes the reception.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
That's a good job by the quarterback. That's what you call pocket presence. He just felt like he was going to be in trouble, and he was. He gets out under heavy pressure and completes the pass down the field.
48-yard field goal try on the way. Not enough leg with that one.
Well, next week they might be trying kickers out when they go home because they did not expect to miss that field goal. It comes up way short.
The Cowboys are getting set for their next possession. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. And he's forced to the ground.
That's what you call pressure. But everything around the quarterback, they're all at his feet. The offensive linemen are around him. He sees the arms of the defensive linemen all reaching for him. There's nothing he can do but fall to the ground.
The Cowboys have it at the 29. On his way. The 30, the 20. He's brought to a halt. Another catch, and this brings him even closer to the single-game receiving yards mark.
20 more yards, that's all he needs. And I think there's lots of ways they can figure out how to get those 20 yards. What a day to watch. It's been fun. The receivers in the NFL now, they are an unbelievable group of athletes.
First and goal. He's in the end zone. Touchdown. Phil, this quarterback is in the midst of a special, historic game.
Well, Jim, we've just seen him tie the record for the most touchdown passes in a game. Now, the way they're going, he is really playing. It's incredible. That's the only thing you could say. They're moving the football well. This record absolutely is in jeopardy.
Offside. Defense.
That's what happens when you try to guess the snap count. Cowboys will be kicking off. And now Johnson. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. The Eagles getting set now for their next series. And Matthews is lined up in the slot. Here's the give to LaShawn McCoy.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second down. To the ground. To the outside, McCoy. A foot race to the end zone. The 40, the 30. LaShawn McCoy with a nice piece of running on that play. One team's running the football, the other is passing. But both are working with their game plans.
Yeah, they both are working. As you look down there on the field, one set of running backs are really happy. On the other side, the wide receiver group, they're really happy. So as long as you get it done, that's all that matters.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Throws to the right. And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown. Second down coming up.
They bring in the extra tight end. Just a quick drop back. Out to Cooper. Gains 16.
Always a good job to pick up some yards when you're in the red zone. Nice throw by the quarterback, and he gets the completion.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Offense lines up here. Scores the touchdown.
Here it is on first and goal. Nice job of pass blocking, and the quarterback finds the open receiver for the touchdown.
Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. Cowboys offense now marches onto the field. The game is tied and time is a factor.
Romo standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
Easy catch there. No one near him. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Tie game here in the late going, and the defense needs to make a stop. They cannot give up the big play right now. Makes the catch, and he's done it. With that touchdown, he now owns the record for passing touchdowns in a single game. And again, with a touchdown on that drive, we're seeing a receiver in the midst of a special game.
Oh, my gosh, how about that? He just tied the receiving touchdown record in the NFL for one game. Man, that's a mouthful to say, and it's a lot of hard work, but he's gotten it done on the field, and it's been a pleasure to see it.
The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff.
Fields the football at the 8. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Eagles now will start this drive at the 27.
This game is not over, but the quarterback knows that time is short, and his team must do something in a hurry.
LaShawn McCoy with a nice piece of running on that play.
We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half.
The running game has been going in opposite directions for these teams today, Phil, but it's still a tight game.
Yeah, Jim, simple on the offense. You have to do to make it work. If you're running it well, stay with it. On the other side, you got to find ways to deceive the defense. Change up. If you do that, your chances of success, they go way up.
Welcome back, friends. The offense has the ball, trying to pull out a victory here with just 2 minutes to go. Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. And he is brought down at the 45-yard line.
The Eagles trail right now, but you can't say they haven't been able to run the football. McCoy's been given opportunities to make things happen and has done so.
Yeah, not often do you see an offense where they run the football and just dominate the pace of play and be behind in the second half, but that's what's happened so far here today.
Macklin's lined up now as a slot receiver.
He'll get it again. Durant's there to make the stop.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Cooper's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Brought down at the 32.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd and 3. They hand it off to him again. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
The Eagles did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind just by a few points in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
First down. Pressure on every snap now.
LaShawn McCoy is in the backfield. The Eagles from the 27. And now he'll take off.
Brett Selleck makes the catch. That's a gain of 6.
Bowles is able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
McCoy's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back.
throws the pass.
Durant's able to get a hand on it and knock it away.
Hard to throw over some of these linebackers in the NFL now. They got such good size. You try to throw over them, here's what happens. These big guys will knock it down.
Third down coming up, needing a first at this point.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Three-step drop. Gonna try and scramble now. He's brought down.
They'll go for it on fourth down, late stages.
Phil, this goes down as a great win in the books.
It does, Jim. All wins in the NFL, they're big. But when you beat a division rival, man, it just makes it absolutely special because you know it helps you accomplish the goal that you're trying to do. It gives you a leg up on trying to get to the playoffs.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.